Hi and welcome back, knife fans. This is Jason with Chef Knives to Go. Today I'm coming to you with a unique knife. It's a popular knife on Chef Knives to Go. It is the Mac 270mm SB-105 bread knife. I don't think we've done too many video reviews of bread knives, so hopefully this will be an interesting one. Let's start out with the case. Notorious Mac just sends their knives out in just beautiful hard plastic casing. You can see the SB-205, and you open it. I mean, it just comes beautifully packaged. This beautiful sheath that it comes in. You pull it out. You can also go through and look at Mac knives advice and cautions. First line, your Mac knives are extremely sharp and can cause serious injury. Hopefully you know that before you buy it. Comes in the plastic casing. I haven't even opened it up yet. So there we go. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful looking knife. Just look at some of the aesthetics on it. First of all, it comes in the original molybdenum steel, stainless steel. You have the Japanese writing, made in Japan. The handle is Western style. We have the paca wood. Paca wood being notorious for withstanding a lot of wear and tear and washing, so that this tang right here, the paca wood doesn't shrink up over time, and the tang starts to protrude and just gets uncomfortable, and sometimes may cut you. When you look at the fit and finish of this knife, it's just superb. I mean, very, very well done. Crisp edges. Beautiful taper. When you feel the grind, I mean, it is just notorious Mac. Well made. The edges, and I'm going to show you the difference. I have actually a wedding gift that was given to me 10 years ago, a Henkel's bread knife, and I'll show you the difference in what a Mac looks like compared to a Henkel's. But just an awesome knife all around. Let's do our traditional measurements, and that way you can get a good idea of what you can expect from this knife. Let's give get an accurate weight on it. Tear it out. We are at 5.9 ounces or 167 grams. So very lightweight. We measure the blade at least what Mac gives us at 270 millimeters. Let's see where we come in. This actually comes in a little bit shorter, probably about 250 millimeters. I would not consider this part right here, cutting edge. The Mac is considering that part of the 270 millimeters. So about 20 millimeters of the knife is not, blade usable. Let's do some thickness on the knife. At the heel of the blade, we are at 2.04, and at the tip, we're going to do about an inch from the tip. Actually, let's tear this puppy out again. And surprisingly, we're less than 1.96. It's going between 0.96. Yep, 0.98. So I mean, below 1 is what I found is some of your. Look at that. If I can show you how thin that tip gets. That's pretty doggone impressive, but that's notorious for Macs. Are known for being very thin, very precision use tools. Let me show you you can see that this knife, this is probably the biggest benefit to this knife. You see the curvature of the spine here. And the reason for that is when you're trying to cut, you want clearance. And like you can see right now, I have my knuckles, just the hairs on my knuckles are touching the board. I'm actually getting full clearance right now. Now let me show you. This is a Hinkles, your traditional bread knife, a Hinkles knife that I got as a wedding gift 10 years ago. So let's do the same thing. Knuckles are trying to get the, I still haven't got the board yet. This is a huge problem. I mean, you're using the whole purpose of these serrations from the bread knife if you're having to cut like this. So the only way is to get completely off the board and try to cut right here. So, I mean, we're talking, we'll do, I mean, first of all, look at the clearance. This knife is way bigger than that, but look, I have, that belly is touching fully, and I'm able to have knuckle clearance, where here, my knuckles are touching and I have no clearance. So, huge benefit. But then let's take a look at the serrations. I mean, granted, this is an older knife. It has been professionally sharpened, but you can see the serrations. All right. Now look at the divots and serrations in this thing. I mean, very impressive. If we look on the other side, we can see it as well. Definitely going to shred through some bread much better. So to do some testing on, I went to my favorite bakery, Clausen's, here in Madison, Wisconsin. If you visit Madison, I highly suggest that you come by. We have some, got a couple different varieties. Have some 7 grain here, and we will just cut some. We'll try to get as thin as possible and see how this baby does. I mean, look at that. We have some nice, very thinly sliced crostinis. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, you can't get better than that if you want to make some croutons. Look at that. Beautiful clearance. So we want to get the bread off, get the crust off. My wife is actually going to make fondue tonight while I'm at work, and so I can get her started on some pieces. So we have some nice fondue pieces. Came very simple. The crust, I'm going to save that. That's my favorite part. I'm going to eat that after the video. But I mean, there's not much. I mean, Mac is notorious for being just an awesome blade, and you can just tell that this is just a really nice, well-made blade, and that the curvature of that spine is, along with the blade, and just is awesome. Let's get some English bread here. We'll try it out. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice little beautiful, you know, thyme put into the bread. I'm barely. I didn't even put any pressure. I hope you can see how lightly I'm holding on to this. I'm just letting the weight of the knife, which, I mean, it shows you. I mean, look at that. I'm not even putting any pressure on whatever. That's the weight. 7.9 ounces. Cutting that thin. Beautiful. It's just impressive, and it's actually fun for me just to do it myself, you know, with or without the video, just to show. I mean, look at how thin that is. I honestly put no pressure on it. It was the weight, 7.9 ounces. It's just the beautiful serrations we have here. Some of our viewers are, you know, line cooks and such, so you might, you know, be at a bread station, need to slice some bread. So very quickly, I mean, it does the trick. I mean, just an awesome all-around bread knife. I can't, I mean, I don't know how much more I could show you besides just, this is just an awesome, I mean, choosing between, you know, this, which they're probably both right about the same price range, hands down. I mean, it's just awesome, good knife. The curvature of the spine sells it for me, along with the length. The serrations far deeper than what you get on your traditional Henckels or Wusthof, or, you know, Victorinox, or whatever you want to, you know, look out there. And so, can be used for carving, roasts, and things of that nature. But check it out, SB-105, Max Superior. Max, just great knife all around, and it's been a pleasure. Thanks for allowing me to take a look at this. Eat some, you know, good wholesome carbs, and stay sharp.